Hey people, all right, it's not even, no, the dog's choking. You okay? It's fever flu season time. It's not even fever flu season time. I've been on a vegan diet for a little while, maybe 2 months, and my body just doesn't like digesting some of the stuff. And I've got a very mild case of diverticulitis, just really mild. It usually doesn't kick in, but maybe like 3 or 4 times a year, maybe not even that, maybe once a year. I'll just eat something and it just doesn't, it irritates there. The left side starts to bother me. And, you know, I don't know if it's diverticulitis. It might be just something I ate, but, so you've got these, and I get the same thing every time. So I know what to expect. I'm sitting here right now. I've got sweat pouring off my forehead. And I checked my temperature, and that's what this video is about. So I don't have, I'm sure I don't have corona or COVID-19. I've been masked up. I've been really careful. I don't have the symptoms for that. I'm just mild, low-grade fever right now. And the sweat's really starting to run into my eyes, so that's why I'm having a hard time talking, because it's irritating and burning. And I've got a long sleeve shirt on. Normally I don't put a long sleeve shirt on at night. Normally at nighttime my temperature's about, during the day I wake up it's 97.1, 96.8, and at nighttime somewhere in the evening it will go to 98.6 and stay there. And so I checked it earlier and it was kind of doing that, and then I checked it with the Temporal, the forehead thermometer, and it showed 99, and I went, okay, that's not right, because it's usually much lower at night. It doesn't get to 98.6 until later. And then I checked it with this, the old style, why can't I remember the word right? The old style Mercury Thermometer, and that's what this video is about. So I know they're using the Temporal thermometer. They use it at my doctor. They use it everywhere. They're using it to check people at the airport. And maybe if you get a really good one or a very expensive one. So far, I bought a whole bunch of them, and I've never had one that's really accurate. Now, I know that the Temporal that I've got over here, the black one, I checked my temperature in the morning. It's about 97.1, and when I went to the doctor a couple months ago for a physical, it was 97.1 in the morning. So, but the thing is that every time I'm sick, these things are never right. They just don't give me the same info as the Mercury one. They never do. And that's what we're going to do right now. So if you like my videos, thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment. If there's somebody out there that has a good thermometer, you want me to check it out, I'd be more than happy to do a review on it if it works. But as I said, most of them, they just don't work. They kind of work, they kind of don't work. So we're going to check that out in a minute. As I said, I'm sitting here right now sweating like I'm sweating. I got a long sleeve shirt on. Normally I wouldn't have a long sleeve shirt on, and long sleeve shirt at this hour of the night I would definitely get warm and I would take it off. But the thing is, I don't want to take it off because then the air is going to hit my arms and I'm going to feel a little chill and then I might start shivering. That is the problem for me. This is just a mild, very mild low-grade fever. I'll go to bed tonight. I'm hoping I don't start shivering right now. I hope this fever drops. But usually what happens is I go to bed, everything's fine, and I wake up about 2 in the morning, 1, 2 in the morning, in a pool of sweat, just boiling. And my t-shirt's soaked, my t-shirt is soaked, my long sleeve shirt, which I'm going to wear tonight, is soaked, maybe because I'm all covered up. But if I don't cover up, I will definitely wake up and my arms will be freezing and I'll shake all over the place. So if I cover up, I will still shake all over the place. I'll sweat through a t-shirt, I'll shiver, and I'll be an absolute mess. And I'll have to stay up for about an hour or two until the body just starts to regulate and shuts down. And then I slowly take off the long sleeve shirt and I turn the heat down and I stop drinking tea or warm liquids and I stop. It's just a disaster what my body goes through with a simple little fever. So I'm kind of scared because I know where it's going tonight. Let's go check the temperature right now. I don't want to put the name of the company that this thermometer is made by. I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm pressing the button now. And so we're going to press the button. Now I'm going to put this on my forehead, which is nice and sweaty. We're going to get a reading, 97.6. I'm going to turn this thing off. It's going to be a long video because I'm not going to shut off the camera when I do the Mercury one. 97.6, I'm going to put it on my forehead again, a little different position. Press the button. What do we have? 97.8. Can I press it again to get another reading? I think I can get another reading. It didn't want to give me a reading. So sorry the video's so long. Yeah, I've been on a vegan diet lately, and that's just what I'm going to be eating from now on for health. And I think that I ate something that was either bad food or kind of plugged me up and didn't digest properly. Let's do a third time. I'm going to do it right down between the eyes and the forehead like they say to do in the instructions. And what do we have here? 97.4. So what was it? 97.6, 97.8, 97.4. Let's shut this thing off. So if you know somebody that makes a good thermometer, I would love to test it out. But so far, my experience with these temporal thermometers is they are just terrible. They just don't seem to work for me. But I know they work because they use them all the time. So where are we at? I don't even know if you can see this right now. Don't give me a comment about trimming my nails. I play the guitar and I need to have longer nails on the right hand. So I can't even see what that says. Hold on. Now I'm getting worried. I've got the heat on. Well, the thing that's worrying me is before I was doing fine. I was doing fine, and I checked my temperature, and I went, nah, something's not right. And I was at 100.2. And I don't know what it's at now, but first the sweat was kind of like on my forehead. Now it's dripping all over my face. My forehead's soaked. My cheeks are soaked. It's dripping on my glasses. It's running down my face. I'm reacting. Something's going on here. And I think I said this was at 97. Okay, so I'm going to shut off the camera. The thing that panics me about this stuff is I know my body and I know what I go through. And I know it's just a matter of time. And I'm not psyching myself. I know it's a matter of time before my body just goes into an uncontrolled shake. And then I'll try to control it so it doesn't shake, and then it just gets out of hand. Let me check my temperature. I'm really curious what it's going to be. I'm just sweating like a horse. The weird thing is I'm not hot, but I'm sweating. What am I up to? I'm already at 100. Yeah, the sweat is just pouring off my face. So what's going to happen is I'm going to sweat out the t-shirt, and then the air is going to hit the t-shirt, and it's going to chill me because it's going to be cold, and that's when I get in trouble. Almost done. I didn't time it, so I don't even know. And the other thing, when I get this, the fever usually goes away and then it goes right back up when I go to bed. So it's already dropped. It's at 100. This might be a good thing. Do it for another minute. I'm starting to feel chilled again. But I'm not chilled, but I'm chilled. "45 more seconds. Let's go do the forehead again. What? Do it again. Do it again. I didn't put it against the skin this time, 97.4. Do it one more time. Didn't like that. Unbelievable. One more time. So he's gone from 96.8 all the way up to 98.2. I get this thermometer over here. Ooh. 100.2. And the thing that really bothers me is that I'm just pouring sweat now. That's a very low-grade fever. I might be hot because I've got the sleeves on, the long sleeves. But like I said, if I take those off, I'm worried. So people, this review, it's not even a review, it's just a thing. You can't buy these anymore. They're the most accurate things out there. They were taken off the market because they're dangerous, especially if they break. And they're very hard to find, and they don't want you to use these things. And when you look at statistic studies on this, these things are accurate like 99 out of 100 times. And this thing's been showing 100.2 for the last couple hours, and I'm pouring sweat. I want to drink some liquid, which is what you're supposed to do at a time like this, but then my body will chill a little bit, and if I drink hot liquid, I will burn up, which is what I do at nighttime. I just burn up, and then I'll be hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. So it's just a disaster. But normally at night, normally in the daytime, I walk around in 50, 60 degree weather in a t-shirt, and it doesn't bother me at all. At nighttime, that's when I usually have my problems. So I have to be careful about drinking cold at night, or drinking hot at night, or walking outside in a t-shirt at night. I can't even going out at night in a jacket. My body just, maybe it's in my brain, but when I walk out at night in a jacket, I'll either be burning hot, or I'll be sweating, I'll be boiling, I'll be on fire, and then I'll start freezing. So I have to bundle up at night when I go out just so that I don't get chilled. Even if I get in my car to drive somewhere, I've got to put on long sleeves and then a jacket, and it's ridiculous what I go through. But in the daytime, my body's absolutely fine. So as far as these, you find one that you know is accurate, because so far my experience is it's just been an absolute nightmare trying to find one. Let me do one more reading. We already saw that it was a 100.2. And I fully expect to go to bed and wake up in the middle of the night shivering like crazy and going through what I go through a couple times a year, 2 or 3 times a year when I get this. Whatever it is. Whether the food just didn't digest, or it's bad food, or who knows, diverticulitis, I don't know. Okay, I'm pressing the button too long. I know they're using these to check people right now at the airports and at work for COVID-19, but like with this thing, the infrared ones, the really good, the commercial accurate ones that get calibrated, the ones at the doctor's office, those are good. This thing, did I get a reading yet? Now we're at 96.7. Is this unbelievable? You've watched this, you've seen it's so inaccurate. Every time I check it, I have a different reading. I never get an accurate reading. I never get the same reading in a row. And if why am I 96.7 and I'm sweating like a horse? Now I'm 97.7. I mean, come on. Come on. And just to make it a fair test, I'm going to shake this down. Yeah, my shirt's just really soaked now. I was hoping the fever would drop. It might drop. It might just, like I said, it might just skyrocket. Or it might go up to about 101, 102, and then and then I'll be over this thing. So we're down at 90, we're below 98. This should only take like another minute or two. You'll do 42, 43, 44. One and a half to go. The bottom t-shirt's not really wet. It's a little wet, not much. The outer one is just a little wet. Under the arms, definitely wet. Forehead, very wet. Face and cheeks wet. We're already at 100 and it's been a minute and a half. I feel good, except I'm just sweating. We're at about 100 and a half. Okay, so that is the video. Like I said, I know you can't buy these things anymore. And finally, the little container that holds this thing cracked tonight. So I'm gonna have to do a little glue job to get the plastic back in shape so I can store this thing. I'm looking for it now. I don't need, oh, here it is. What am I thinking? So, yeah, my forehead. Let me do this. You always see this on live streaming stuff that you shouldn't be watching because it's not good for you. But I'm going to put my hand on my forehead now, and you're just going to see the wetness. I'm sure you've seen this before at other places. Look at that. Look at all that. Ooh, I moved my hand, and I thought I was going to bop into a chill. I'm on my cheeks right now. Look at all that wetness. Look at that. I don't want any crude comments about this. So, this has been a comparison of the old style Mercury thermometer compared to the digital. If anybody, I don't know if anyone's going to watch this thing. God, the sweat's just running into my eyes. If somebody, yeah, I know I need to dust this thing. Leave me alone. If anybody leaves a comment, I'll let you know, or asks, I'll let you know. If I woke up in the middle of the night, if I chilled out, if I didn't, or if I just got through the night without being miserably sick. My guess is I've been through this a zillion times, and I'm going to be in trouble in a short amount of time. And the main thing I have a dog. If you look at my videos, you've seen her. I'm just hoping she doesn't want to go out in a little bit to do her thing. So far she's been sleeping. I've kept the TV off. If she comes over and wants to go out, I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to bundle up. I'm going to have to put on the long sleeve shirt, which is already on, put on the ski jacket, put on the ski cap, and just get out there and ride it out so she can go. That's just how it is. So now the sweat's running off my ear. It's pretty incredible. And possibly the shirt might not be helping that long. The silver shirt, I've done this before because I don't want to get cold, and I put on an extra shirt, and that makes me warmer. But that's not going to make me get up to 100.2. But it makes me warmer, and then I sweat it out, and then the skin feels the cold. The shirt is cold, the air hits it, and the shirt gets damp, and then it's on the skin, and then it makes me freeze. And then I start to shiver, and then I try to stop the shivering, and I can't stop it, and I can't stop it, and I turn on the heat, and the more heat I've got, the more I get cold, and the more I get cold, the more heat I want, and then I go make some tea so I can hold on to the glass, and then after a while, my body just calms down, and the sweating stops, and I usually go through like 2 or 3 changes of shirts, long sleeve and t-shirt, and finally it all stops. It just all disappears, and then I get in bed, and I'm just so exhausted. And usually I will wake up in the morning and everything's fine. Sometimes I'll wake up a little bit later and I'll be shivering again, but usually sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm still shivering and I'm cold as can be. And this goes on for 2 or 3 days, because then it's really a full-blown flu. But I don't think this is the flu. I think it's just I'm sick from eating something. And thanks for watching. Leave your comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. And make sure you do a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, you know, all the stuff all of us creators say. And if you shop on Amazon, please go to my video description and click on the Amazon affiliate link before you do an order for something. It will help me out, give me a few cents. So, okay, yeah, I'm rubbing my arms now because I'm not cold, but maybe it's psychosomatic. I'm just rubbing my arms now. They're crossed. I'm rubbing them, trying to warm up a little bit, even though I'm not cold. But I can just feel I'm hot enough, I'm sweaty enough where just moving, and that's where I run into trouble all the time. Just moving my face from side to side now, because my skin is so hot and so sweaty and so warm that when I move it, and this, believe me, this room is boiling hot. When I move it, I feel the breeze of the air on my face, and it makes me think that I'm even colder. And after a while, something kicks in, and it's usually the fever spikes and the shiver and the... Okay, I think I've explained it more than enough. See ya.